This is it, the start of my first proper motorcycle adventure across Europe. And this time I'm doing it on something a little bit different, my QJ Motor SVT 650X, better known as the Dragon. A Chinese made adventure bike, fully loaded, packed up and about to be tested properly for the first time. The plan? Switzerland, mountain passes, long motorway miles, ferries, foreign roads and everything that comes with taking a bike far beyond its comfort zone. First job, get the Dragon out the garage, load it up and make sure I haven't forgotten anything important. Then it's time to meet up with my mate Scott, fire up the engine and get this trip properly underway. The bike's ready, I'm ready, the miles are waiting. From the garage to the motorway to the ferry, this is where the adventure begins. Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. We've not had the best sleep, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not about us, it's about the QJ and how it's getting on. So this is its first big trip. Now I had a bit of a mishap in the garage yesterday. It fell against the wall, snapped the mirror clean off, but I'm sure I can manage without a mirror. But the bike's been absolutely fine. We've done a 2-hour journey to Hull to get the ferry. We're now docking into Rotterdam. Let's go and show you our location at the moment. Rolling into the port of Rotterdam, you realise just how big this place really is. Massive merchant ships, cranes moving like clockwork, and cargo being loaded for journeys all over the world. For us, this is the gateway into Europe and the start of the real adventure on the Dragon. Well, that was a bit of a palaver getting through that customs there. Obviously got to give your passport in, but they take your fingerprints and everything here. Absolute madness. Everyone's kicking off down the back there. Now, I didn't help myself because what happened was, there's a couple of lanes, there's EU and non-EU. So I've got in the wrong one, haven't I? And then I've had to cut in right at the front. I could feel all the eyes in the back of my head burning. What's he doing there? Well, here's what it is, I'm through now, I'm just waiting for Scott. We've been asked to move, so we need to get our skates on now and get out of here. Let's bounce. Scott's taking the lead. Always remember as well, we're on the wrong side of the road, or the right side, wherever you're from, doesn't matter. So our first stop here now is an Airborne Museum further up the country. Now we're into our stuff like that. I thought we had to stop again then. Yeah, so we're into our airborne stuff, Band of Brothers, all that sort of stuff. So that'll be interesting. Now we just put the sat-nav on, 3.5 hours off road or off motorway, and that's just too long, so we're just going to hit the main roads and mosey on up to the Airborne Museum. I always find it hard getting used to driving on the wrong side of the road. So Holland really fascinates me, you know, because it's just so flat, isn't it? It's absolutely mad busy when you pull in on the boat. But cracking docks that was. Leaving Rotterdam behind, the trip finally starts to feel real. The ferry is done, the wheels are back on European tarmac, and the Dragon is stretching its legs for the first time on foreign roads. Next stop, the Airborne Museum near Arnhem. A place full of history and the perfect first marker on this adventure. But in the back of my mind, I'm already thinking further ahead. Switzerland. Mountain passes, twisting roads, and a chance to really see what this Chinese-made machine is capable of. Tonight we'll be heading for Vianden in Luxembourg, but right now it's just me, Scott, the open road, and the Dragon roaring towards Europe. One thing I notice in Holland is the streets are so clean. You know, back at home you go around the streets, don't you, and everywhere's a mess. So the QJ's handling really well with the luggage on board. So all 3 panniers, they're all brimmed to the top. I've got my tools in that one, camera equipment in this. I've got bits and bobs in the back, like, you know, my waterproof pants and my jackets and stuff. But I've got a tank bag on, and then I've got the Rhino Walk roll bag, which is 65 litre, and that's rammed as well. So I suppose it's less weight than having someone on the back, really, fully loaded, but it's doing okay. One thing before I got pulled over on the motorway, because I'd left the back box open, and I'm doing pilot checks on it now. I got people pointing at me and I had to pull over on the hard shoulder, shut the box. But these sorts of journeys, it's a learning curve, isn't it? One thing I've noticed about Holland as well, these inner city places, that they're very green. Yeah, so the QJ's it's really stable on the motorway as well. But I'm getting the usual on the seat. It's not that comfortable, if I'm honest. But a lot of motorbikes are like that nowadays, you know. Even the Honda, when I had that, you know, you get like a numb bum 200 miles down the road, like. But I've got these special underwear garments. They're called LX Rides. Now, I've not got them on today. I wore them yesterday, it was fine. Just forgot to put them on today. But they've got like pads under the backside part and down to your back of your leg, and I honestly didn't feel it, but they're like £30 a pair, and that's quite a lot of money, that, for a pair of like underpants, isn't it? But they did the trick, like, and I wish I'd bought some more. They came from America. It took about a week to get them, but Scott put me in touch with them. He said, have a look at these, and I looked at the top 10 motorcycle underpants. I don't know why I'm laughing, it's just a funny subject, isn't it? We've had a bit of a laugh in work about it as well, but yeah, so they really helped me yesterday. It was so comfortable. So I'll be putting them back on tomorrow, I think. I'll show you them later when we get back to the hotel. So one thing you notice, this at third gear, the QJ just bobs along with like a little sweet spot. But down below, it's a bit chuggy, but you get used to that. A lot of Chinese bikes seem to be like that, I believe. You've got the chuggy bit, you've got to keep the revs up a little bit. But I'm sure that can be, you know, mapped out or ironed out. It's no big deal anyway. It's not a sports bike. So we're staying in Luxembourg tonight, just for one night. And then the day after we're going to move over to the Black Forest. And then from there, well, it's Baden I think we're staying. And then from there we're going to move over into Switzerland. And we're staying there for 4 days. We're staying in a place called Bern, and we're going to use that as a base to jot around the place and skip over the border into Italy and places like that. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully the Dragon, that's its name by the way, the Dragon, he's going to get us there. I really do need to oil the chain as well when I get back to the hotel. I oiled it before I left. We've probably done, I don't know, 200-300 miles maybe. So I'll give that a good oiling when I get back. Now I wouldn't mind doing just a trip of Holland, because we've just come down the motorway there from Rotterdam. It was awful. It's just industrial estate after industrial estate, you know, just monotonous. But in these parts, I quite like this.
zijn sterke afdelingen geallieerde luchtlandingstroepen van het eerste geallieerde luchtlandingsleger.
Our first proper stop was the Airborne Museum at Oosterbeek. And straight away, this place pulls you into the history of Operation Market Garden. But among all the uniforms, weapons and wartime displays, 2 motorcycles really caught my eye. First, a Royal Enfield, rugged, simple and built for military service. Then tucked nearby something even more unusual, a Villiers powered Wellbike. A tiny folding motorcycle designed to be dropped by parachute with airborne troops. From my modern day Dragon outside to these wartime machines inside, this was a brilliant reminder of how much motorcycles have played their part in history. Oh dear, a little bit of drama there. So, we're looking around the museum and we're being given these keys for these lockers to put our stuff in. And unfortunately, Scott's gone and lost his key. So they're just looking for it now. So I'll let you know what happens. His passport and everything's in there.
And it fell out my pocket, I must have knocked it or something. It was like right at the corner of the bin by the door. That silver bin.
Right. You didn't hear it drop though, did you?
No, I didn't hear a fucking thing.
Oh, great.
He was literally coming back with a fucking screwdriver. He said I had to phone and ask.
Oh well, this is sorted now, isn't it? Yeah. Ah well, panic over, innit? Anyway, the bikes are looking great, aren't they? Look at the bikes against this mansion here. So that was that little place, the Hartstein Airborne Museum. Fascinating place that. To think all those British soldiers fought and died here, but also helped by the Polish. So yeah, fascinating place that. And you do need a little bit of drama, don't you, in the end? It adds to the excitement of it. So there's my mirror snapped off. And basically, it's my own fault. I tried to put it down without the side stand up. So the side stand was up and it just fell against the wall, snapped the mirror off. But I'll get a new set of mirrors, it's not a problem. I could have put the Enfield ones on, but I just backheeled it in the end, like, just to get down the road quick enough. Now we're actually going to Luxembourg now. We've got something like a 5.5 hour ride, which it's going to be off-road, off the motorways, 5.5, 6 hours. So we're going to do a little bit of stretch on the motorway and then work our way to some nice twisty roads if we can. But yeah, Holland, lovely place. I love the buildings in Holland. And I say the people are nice as well. So I've just got 2 bottles of water there. And the lovely lady said, "Would you like some biscuits?" And I went, "Yeah, go on, I'll have some." I thought she was going to charge me, but she said, "You've got a long journey ahead, take them biscuits." So that was a nice little gesture, like. So all these beautiful buildings in Holland, I just love them. The architecture is great. I don't know what century it's from, 200, 300 years ago maybe, I don't know. Anyway, the QJ, up to now, it's going okay, touch wood. Before when I was in the garage filling up, it struggled to start for a couple of turnovers. I don't know why. Whether it was because it was on its side stand, I'm not sure. But it's been alright up to now, like. And the petrol's really good as well, 20 litre tank in this. So you're finding like a good range. So we came from Manchester and then we got to a point on the ferry, that was a 2-hour journey, and then we got to Rotterdam. And that's the only time I've had to fill up, just outside Rotterdam. And I still had half a tank, but I've just over precautious, do you know what I mean? Well, that was some journey that. Finally got off the motorway. Hit these side roads, and I'm going to film all the way in now to show you what these roads are like. Absolutely beautiful. We're actually in Luxembourg, We're on our way to a place called, was it Vianden? Vianden. We're about 5-10 minutes off now, but glad to get off that motorway. What were you like on that autobahn? So we come through the top end of Germany, and basically this guy came past, didn't he? He must have been doing like 190, 200.
He was flying.
My lord. Yeah, if he'd have come off, he wouldn't be walking. He'd just be wouldn't be here. Absolute nuts. People in the cars there, I don't know whether they're stupid or what, I don't know, but we were glad to get off that. Anyway, we survived it. But let's get down the road, let's bounce. So this is our hotel that we're staying in. It's called the Hotel Victor Hugo. It's got a restaurant in and all that sort of stuff. And then they've actually let us park the bikes round the corner in the garage. I'll go show you this now, massive garage. You'd love this as a man cave. You'd never get a car in because it's too narrow. It's got an automatic door on it. And there they are, the two kings of the road. So there's the QJ. That's done so well today, you know, really has. What a machine. And then the German Panzer. All locked up, of course. But yeah, well impressed with the Dragon. Superb. So I've had a couple of additions on the bike as well. So you've got spotlights on it now as well, on the front, and I put like covers on the back over the fluid reservoir, and then there's one for the front brake reservoir. Now I did have like a throttle lever, you know, to cruise control it, but it snaps. It was only a cheap one off Team, so you only get what you pay for, don't you? So I was ashamed that actually, but it's looking good. Never missed a beat actually on the way. Had a little bit of trouble starting it. So, got to the garage, fueled it up. It was on its side, just on the side stand. It took a while to start it. I don't know what that was. It's been okay since, but I have to keep an eye on that. But I think the fueling on these Chinese bikes needs to be sorted out. And it makes the dead chuggy, bottom end. Might be something to do with that, I don't know. But apart from that, it's been absolutely fantastic. And we've put in absolute miles today. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up today and I'll see what tomorrow brings. See you tomorrow. So good morning from beautiful Vianden, where we're going to be going today. We don't really know. We've got a nice little special book, and I'll just show you this here quickly. So we've got Europe for Bikers, which we've been moseying through. Now, we don't really know where we're going, but we're just going to keep it short today. But we're just going to pinpoint somewhere on the map, set the sat-nav and head for there and see where we go. Maybe get the drone up and take some nice pictures of the mountains. Just round here is absolutely beautiful, all the hillside. This little town in general, I don't know anything about its history, but it's got some sort of like, what is it, sort of like Iron Age connections and stuff like that, isn't it? Yeah. But looking forward to getting up on the bikes. Let's go. Right, so quickly, I just want to talk about the tyres on the QJ. We've got Met sellers on this, and they really are something special. I've only ever had one set on a bike years ago, and I always knew they were grippy, but these are really grippy. I slid the back end going into a corner there before, and but I just felt a grip instantly. Bit of a slide, grip, job done. Didn't even bother me at all. So on the front, we've got, let's have a look, 110, 80, 19, and then on the back, we've got, let's see, 150, 70, 17. So 17 back, 19 front. It's so nice getting down the roads, especially on days like this. Even in the wet though, I found that they're really grippy in the wet, and I trust them in the wet. With other tyres, like on my Enfield, I've got like the factory ones, I think they're called Seat, and they slide all over the place in the rain. It's a bit unnerving, like, especially on a bike like that. But this is no problem at all. Just one more thing. There's the mirror I was talking about before. It snapped off when I was in the garage, believe it or not even riding. I didn't drop it on the road or anything. It's in the garage. The thing started to go. Silly me, I left the stand off. I don't know why. It just went down, hit the wall, snapped the mirror off. There it is, let me just show you. Now, they're only cheap looking things anyway, but that's what snapped off, and I can't really repair it. Well, I probably could, but I'm not going to, because I'll just replace both mirrors with something else. I could have even put like the Enfield mirrors on, but I back-heeled it because I just wanted to get down the road. Anyway, that's that little issue. I'm sure I'll pick some of them up cheap. If anyone can recommend some mirrors for me, leave it in the comments. I really would appreciate it, because I'll probably take my time. I'm not just going to throw anything on it. I want to put something on that makes it look good. Anyway, we are going to go and have a pint now. See you later.
We ended up settling in Vianden for a couple of days, and what a place to stop. Tucked away in Luxembourg, surrounded by hills, winding roads, old streets, and that incredible castle looking down over the town. It felt like the perfect base for a mini tour. After the miles from Rotterdam, the Dragon had properly earned its rest. Loaded with luggage, motorway miles behind it, and now taking on the smaller roads around Luxembourg, it was starting to prove itself as a proper little adventure machine. Scott's bike was holding its own as well, and between the two of us, we'd already had a good taste of what this trip was going to be about. Bikes, roads, history, and seeing where the journey takes us. On the last night in Vianden, we sat down, had a few beers, and talked through how the bikes had done so far. The first leg was complete, but the big one was still ahead. Switzerland was calling. So I just want to quickly show you this before I wrap the video up. On our last night in Vianden, we come across this little Zundap 50 two-stroke, and the owner sparks it up for us. So enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next video.
That's a unique little machine, that is.
I'll tell you what, it's mint. That looks it.
Yeah, it's probably been restored, hasn't it, that? Definitely. See, look, no Apple CarPlay in sight anywhere. Lovely finish on the paint job. There's no orange peel on that at all. Now, if anyone in the comments can tell me anything about this motorcycle, is it Eastern European? I don't know. Is it Soviet? Possibly, yeah. Zundap. Is it Spanish? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So the owners just approached us. We've got a bit of a communication barrier, but we know motorcycles, and I've just asked him to start it up, and he knows what I'm talking about. So here we go. Go on, you know it'll go. Just needs a bit of a tickle. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Very nice. Look at that. That is superb, that. Never let them. Oh, listen to that little soul machine engine there. Beautiful. That's like my GP 100 from years ago, that. Yeah. Oh, it's great, that. Thank you, buddy. Cheers. Nice to meet you.